Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chums channel. Today I want to talk about a dueling Tsuba. Now I talked about Tsubas in the past, but this is a dueling Tsuba. And a dueling Tsuba is basically, it can be fixed permanently to a lightsaber, or it's actually removable. Now there's a few companies that make removable Tsubas for a specific hilt, and I think about the Vader's Fall Legionnaire, for example, where you can unscrew the Tsuba and then have the lightsaber either displayed with or without Tsuba, or you can be used without Tsuba or with. Now, in this case, this is an accessoire from the Pastor. It can fix on any lightsaber that has a flat emitter. A flat emitter, what I mean is like this, flat. Like on the bottom of the pommel, it's all flat. You can put the Tsuba right on top of it. If it's angled, slanted, whatever, it doesn't really work that well. So don't do that. Just get a lightsaber with a flat emitter. Can be any brand lightsaber, doesn't have to be one from the Pastor. And basically, let me put the light. It works really good. So the Tsuba actually slides from the tip all the way over to the emitter. So what you first do, and I'll show you in a second. Let me get my Aileron's key here. Let me just undo this thingy dungy dungy dung. Let's see, where is that little screw? There it is. So it has a little retention screw, the same way it has, for example, your LED unit in your hilt has one, or the blade retention screw for, well, retaining the blade in place. You have one for the Tsuba. I just slide it like this, and actually, oops, I made a mistake because this blade has a shrinky weight wrap, so I'm gonna do it from the bottom. That means I first have to take off the blade. Did I secure the blade or did I just pop it in loose? I did pop it in loose because the blade socket in the Shiva is really nice, really tight. Let me put the blade, the saber to the side. Oops. And we're gonna look at the Tsuba. Now, a review of Tsuba will come separately, but this is just something that I want to explain to you guys because you're going to probably look into buying a first lightsaber or maybe second, and you're looking for a dueling lightsaber and you want something to protect your hands. Even though you're going to wear gloves, hand protection going to be a must. You definitely want to have a Tsuba. Now, this Tsuba is just a round disc. In this case, it comes with a silver top and a black piece here. You can actually put the Tsuba on the hilt the way you want. So if you want to put it like this, you can put it like this or this. A recommendation will be this way, of course. Then you get an extra ½ an inch travel, so you have more gripping area on your hilt. But all this does is you put it, the Tsuba, over the dueling blade. This is a 1 inch diameter blade. That 1 inch is the thickness, like from this point, these 2 points on my fingers. That is a 1 inch blade. That is the norm for most saber companies. That's the norm for dueling lightsabers. Then you pop in the blade into the hilt. Now this is a really nice, secure, deep blade socket. So, and then you put the Tsuba all the way down on the flat surface of your lightsaber. Can be any brand lightsaber. Doesn't have to be a Pastor, a Shiva. Can be, I don't know, an Ultra Sabers or Saberford saber, whatever saber that has a flat emitter. And here we go. We just secure that Tsuba. That Tsuba actually pinch against the blade. It doesn't pinch against the hilt or anything else. It's just on the blade. The same way you secure the blade by pinching down the screw from the hilt that's at the emitter area onto the blade. So that's how the blade is held in place in the hilt, and that is the Tsuba, how the Tsuba is held in place on the blade as well. So that is it. Very easy. And the cool thing is, it's gonna protect your hands. Look how many surface we protect our hand with. It's a lot more than not having that. So a lot of impact, and it happens a lot when you do blades will slide off. They will slide off and they slide directly down. They will slide to this point. They want to ram that hand. And even if you wear like HEMA gloves, like those dueling gloves that are used in kendo or other sword or stick fighting sports, that's good protection. But this is still a must because it's really gonna give that full-on protection for most of the impact. Like it's gonna be this far and then it slides off. Of course, when it slides off here, most of the impact is taken. This is where the impact is taken. It's metal. The plastic will lose. It doesn't break or anything, but it's gonna stop that force. And then instead of that, it's not going to hurt your hands because the blade's not going to stop on your hands, even if you wear gloves. So highly recommend it. Also feels really comfortable in general at Tsuba, even for spinning. For spinning, I love Tsubas as well, because I have really sweaty hands and I have a tendency to let the blade slide and slip because my hand just makes it super greasy. Yeah, sounds disgusting, but it goes up and then it stops. It stops here. The lightsaber won't fly out of my hand. I also have a reference point. So I have a reference point for my hand when I'm spin. I feel the top, so I know where the balance point's gonna be, and that makes it really comfortable to basically spin lightsabers. Now I understand not everybody want that because sometimes the Tsuba can snack against your clothes because it's wider. It's way wider than the hilt itself, of course, as you look at it from this way. You see, it's much wider, but your hand is also almost the same diameter, or slightly smaller, of course, because it protects your hands. I like that. I like that a lot, and it's comfortable for me. But I understand for spinning, not everybody might be interested in that. But that's not really the point of a dueling Tsuba. A dueling Tsuba is really for protecting your hand when you go on a duel, and it maybe takes a bit away from the aesthetic of a lightsaber, but I promise you, it's gonna be so much safer for your hands to actually have a dueling Tsuba like this. And I highly recommend it. There's a couple of companies that make Tsubas like this, but the only one that I know that actually have them for sell retail and don't make them is the Pach store. So check out the Pach store, you can buy them from there. Highly recommend it. Like, it doesn't matter what brand lightsaber you have, but if you like to duel with your friends, even if it's just sometimes sparingly, just pop it on, please. Just be safe and secure. You know, these limbs, these little bones in your fingers, etc., they can break fairly easy with an impact of a lightsaber. It just has to be a strike that's just a bit wrong in the angle, and it's gonna hurt really bad. Or it can knock you out for a couple of weeks because you can't work or do your school because your hand can't operate because it's all bruised up, even if it's not broken. I highly recommend it. So check out the Pach store. That is, in a nutshell, a dueling emitter. Dueling Tsuba. Now, if you ask me where the word Tsuba come from, that's come from the katana swords, Japanese katana swords, which also had one shape or form of a Tsuba. Some were oval, some were round. I don't know what it exactly means in Japanese. You guys, you weeps, you weeps know it. You're gonna explain it to us. Thank you already for that. And yeah, really, really important. If you're gonna even Again, if you're just gonna randomly sparring, or you want to go join a dueling club or something like that, get a dueling Tsuba, please do it. It's really gonna protect your hands, and you're gonna be feeling more comfortable. And you look at the Japanese wooden katana sword fighting, like the kendo. Look at those kind of real life sword fighting, stick fighting schools and sports, and you will see they often have a Tsuba as well. So highly recommend it. Even for fencing, the Tsuba is that round thing which encases their hands. So highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. See you.